Welcome to the second part of finding correlation and regression in Excel. In part 1, we found the coefficient of correlation, coefficient of determination, the slope and intercept, and the sum of squares using the built-in functions, correlation, r-square, slope, intercept, and so on. We also looked at the correlation using data analysis toolpath. Now, in this video, we're going to explore more the regression using the data analysis, and we'll see all these options that it will give us. So let's start by clicking on data analysis. This is what we did last time, which was just the correlation. We're going to scroll down till we see the regression. We're going to pick it, and it will bring in the regression window. It will ask you first for the input of the Y range. So remember, this is our Y. The number of baskets depends on the height of the player. We're going to select the height as the X range. I picked the labels, so I'm going to select that. Let's not worry about the confidence level right now. Let's look at the output range. I'm just going to put it here to show you the comparison with this the first time. And we're going to click OK, and you will see that it's going to give us lots of things. It's going to give us what we call the regression statistics, which is R square, adjusted R square, which is used in the multiple regression, the standard error of the estimate, which is 1.89, and number of observation. It will also give us the ANOVA table, which is used to find the regression, residual, which is the difference between actual and predicted, and the total sum of squares, and it gives us the F test value, which is used in the hypothesis testing for the overall model. It also gives us the coefficient, which is the intercept, as you can see, and the slope for the coefficient. If we have multiple regression, you'll have the intercept and several slopes here, the standard error, and the t-stat value and p-value, which are also used in the hypothesis testing for individual variable instead of the overall model. So F, we test for the overall model, T, test for the individual, and it gives us also the confidence interval for these values. So the ANOVA table here is called the analysis of variation table, and it's used in hypothesis testing. And you can see that all the values we got here, we got them here with one step, and they all matches perfectly. Now, is this the only thing that I can get from the regression analysis? And the answer is, of course not. So I'm going to do it one more time, but this time I'm going to place it in another sheet and with other options. So I'm going to keep, see, it's the same range, so I'm not going to change any of this, same labels. The output range, I want it in a new worksheet, and at this time I want the line fit plot. When I click OK, I'm going to get the same thing that we got earlier, plus I will get the line of best fit plot, which means the scatter diagram, and the dotted here is the line of best fit. If you look at the scatter diagram video, you will see the options on how we change all of these values, and how do we format them, and how do we change them, and how do we change the line. We can make it solid line, and choose the color, and so on. Okay, but that's not what we're doing here. So if you want to see how you change all of this, look at the scatter diagram video. One more thing that the regression function gives us is the residual value. So let's do that one more time. I'm going to assume that I don't have this just to repeat it. We select the Y range first with the label. we select the X range with the label, check the labels, new worksheet. I'm going to keep the line fit plot, and I also want the residual, which is it gives me the difference between the actual and predicted value, and I can ask for the residual plots as well. Once I click OK, you will see that I have the same tables as before, exactly the same data. I have the residual value, the predicted number of baskets for each of the 12 observations, and the residual for them, which means it's the actual minus the predicted. So if you look at the actual values, we're going to get these values, put in here, and if you subtract these two values, you will get the residual, which is the error or the difference between actual and predicted. When it comes to the graphs, we got the line of best fit graph, which what we got earlier, predicted value and number of baskets. So the blue dots are the actual value and the orange dots are the line of best fit. We also get the residual plot, the differences, and we see that how points are above the zero, some positive values, some negative values below the line, and we see how they are. The error for some of the points is very small, close to zero, where some points we have higher error, but all of them are within what? Maximum 3 values or even less than 3. So with regression analysis, I can get everything I need. As you can see over here, I can get everything I need plus the line of best fit as a scatter diagram, or everything plus the line of best fit plus the residual plot plus the residual value. Thank you for watching, and look for other videos on other instructional Excel videos on the channel.